Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Most. Today I'm going to show you how you can create a search bar like this, and you will be able to get the value from that search bar upon any change. So for example here, if I change this value, it's immediately going to display here a pop-up with the value that I have just typed in the box. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe so that you get notified whenever I upload a new video. So let's get started. So first of all, we need to create this search bar in the HTML. So in the HTML, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to use the ion-search bar, which is the tag that's responsible for creating this search bar. But it needs different attributes in order to get the value and display the value. The first attribute that we want is the placeholder, and the placeholder is just going to tell the user what to type. For example, the username, the search keyword, the password, and I'm going to show you what that means now. So the placeholder is this word filter schedules. This is the placeholder. It just gives the user an idea of what should the user type here in this search bar. Let's say here smart phones, and then what we need is the ng model in order to get the value from the user. So I'm going to use here ng model, and the value for it, the variable that we need to store the typed keyword into it. Let's say here smartphone, and then we want to call a function that's going to display the pop-up with the value. Therefore, I'm going to use the ion change, and then I'm going to call a function upon any change. Let's call the change function that we already have. So that's it in the HTML. Let's now move on to the TS to get the value and display the value. So in the home.page.ts, first of all, we need to create the variable that's responsible for storing the value that the user has searched for. And it should be named, remember, it should be named smartphone. So here, public, and then smartphone, and it's going to obviously be a string. And the initial value is going to be nothing. And then in the change, we want to get that value and display it in the subheader. Therefore, I'm going to use this dot smartphone. That's it. And this function is going to be triggered, and it's going to display the pop-up window. And that's it. This is going to display the smartphone that the user has searched for in the pop-up window. Let me now save everything and show you the result. First of all, I'm going to run the Ionic serve. So here in the terminal, you need to type Ionic serve in order to run your application in the browser and hit enter. And now, as you can see, I have this smartphone keyword or placeholder, and I can search for phones. Let's say iPhone. As you can see, as I'm typing, a pop-up window will be displayed each time I type just a letter. For example, I and then phone, PH, phone, iPhone. As you can see, iPhone. And whatever the user is going to type, it's going to take that value and display it in the pop-up window. And by the way, using the pop-up, of course, is not a good in terms of user experience. You don't need to display a pop-up. I'm just doing that for the sake of explaining how to get the value. But you need to do something else, of course. If the user types something, you need to wait, and then you need to get the value in here in the change and do something with it. You can just delete this code and do something with this dot smartphone. Of course, you are probably going to get that value and search in the backend in your database for something. So that's it for this tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. And by the way, I have created a complete course on how to create an Instagram application using Ionic framework. If you want to take this course and become a professional Ionic developer, then this is the course for you. So this is a must. Thanks for watching. I'll see you later.